This is your AFN Afghanistan Freedom Watch update. I'm Air Force Staff Sgt. Michael Jackson. Afghan and coalition forces fought off an insurgent attack on the Khost provincial palace. Between 3 and 5 insurgents attacked the palace with small arms fire and rocket-propelled grenades, and a suicide bomber tried to get past the palace's security perimeter. The provincial governor was not harmed, and neither were any Afghan civilians. A spokesman for the Afghan Ministry of Defense praised the effectiveness of the Afghan and coalition forces, saying they worked together to quickly deal with the attack. Coalition forces set up bases all over Afghanistan to provide shelter and work centers for deployed soldiers, but not all of them are fortified structures. Senior Airman Jay Hernandez brings us a story from Herat province in western Afghanistan after living with scouts embedded within the Afghan community.
At first glance, it looks like a weekend cookout. Burgers frying over a hot fire, and soldiers gathered around the flames joking about the events of the day. But the bullet holes that fill the sides of the buildings and casings that litter the grounds reveal that this is the remains of a war zone.
The area was overran about a year ago, a little less than that, about 10 months ago now. The A&P that were stationed here were actually wiped out. There were 2 people up on the roof. They were smart enough to pull the ladder up, and that's how they escaped.
Now the Americans share the buildings with the Afghan National Army, and despite cultural barriers, they learn to get along.
As you live with them more, you pick up more parts of their culture. They pick up parts of ours. It creates a much stronger bond.
Working closely with the Afghans helps establish a relationship and earn the trust of the people. Senior Airman Jay Hernandez, Pushrod, Afghanistan.